So,
Yes, so Mr. Eba, why do you think those giraffes eat from above? Like, what's that thing behind their long necks? It's really interesting.
okay, the idea about their long necks, there are several theories, okay? But I think the most prominent of the theories is the one by Darwin, okay, with his evolution theory.
Okay.
And for him, he believed that the giraffes got this long neck because they wanted to outcompete all the other antelopes on the savanna areas that were eating on the ground or simply grazing. So how they would do this is they started eating the leaves. That behavior is called browsing.
Okay.
And that is the beginning of how the giraffes got their long necks and things like that. However, this is just one of many theories about the giraffe's long neck. The other theories that suggest that the giraffes' long necks were gotten because the males had to have a competitive advantage. They had to have a competitive advantage when it came to breeding and things like that. But, okay, all these theories are out there for you. It depends on which one you subscribe to. For the layman, all you have to know is the giraffe, tallest animal on land, and their particular feeding behavior, that is not grazing. That feeding behavior, we call it browsing. See, like the browser, you know? So browsing is when you're eating the leaves up, and giraffes are proper browsers. So for them, they only predominantly eat their vegetation from up above. Okay?
I'm seeing an ostrich from afar.
Oh, yes.
Is it the biggest bird?
Well, we do have the ostrich as well. And the ostrich, yes, they are the hugest, they're the biggest birds. They are also one of the fastest birds on land. Okay, that ostrich can reach speeds of 70 kilometers an hour.
Really?
It's a shame that it can't fly. Okay, but they run really, really fast. And they also lay the biggest egg of any bird. So that ostrich egg can be close to 3 kilograms heavy.
What?
Okay, yeah. So, but we do have them here along with other animals. We have the longhorned cattle or the Ankole cattle. We do have some interesting antelopes. There is, we have a herd of Uganda cobs. We also have a pair of elands, and the eland is the biggest antelope, okay, in Africa. So we do have two elands, yes, just next to the cows over there.
Okay.
That antelope over there. So this one is still quite young, okay, but fully grown. The eland is, it's so a really, really huge antelope. Yes, yes, yes. And there's as well as a zebra, very easy to identify, yeah, with the black and white stripes.
Yeah. About those longhorn cattle, is it true that they were actually introduced in by the Watusi? Those stories from history. Is that true?
Is that true? I'm not the one who is going to reign on a very, very interesting myth. Okay.
Okay.
But yes, the ethnicity, the people of the Watusi ethnicities, records show that they did keep this cattle. They did keep this breed of cattle. The longhorned cattle, as we know right now, has gone through a period, or has gone through years and years of change. And most of this had to deal with why we call them the longhorned cattle. Ideally, technically, they are actually zebu cattle. Zebu cattle. But because of this targeted breeding, okay, the breeding was focused on mainly the cattle with the big horns. So bigger horned individuals were chosen to breed and pass on those big horn genes. And that is how the rest of the long-horned cattle or the Ankole cattle came about. Why do we have them here, you may ask? Why do we have domestic cattle in the zoo? You see, these Ankole cattle are very, very useless. If you're a commercial farmer, okay, you will find little to no use for that breed of cattle to be on your farm. The milk they give, very good in quality, but the quantity is not enough to make you a profit. The meat, poor quality, okay? So farmers right now are abandoning that breed of cattle, and they're looking at better breeds of cattle that can give you better yields in milk, that can have better meat. And we are realizing that although they're domestic animals, their population or their numbers are now dwindling. They're on the decline. So for us, we have them here So just to make sure that in case they become extinct in Uganda, at least we do have a population that we've been keeping here, and we can be able to reintroduce them back to Uganda. They are very, very important in that they have an adversity. It's a hardy breed of animal. They can survive this harsh climate of Africa, and they do well. They do not suffer as much as exotic breeds when it comes to different pests and diseases. So with the right research, proper breeding, we may actually get a much, much better, more improved species or breed of cattle from the Ankole cattle. But for now, we need to first make sure that we have established and we have their genes. We have the pure breeds, we have their genes, and then we can go maybe to the next stage. We'll look and see how can we make sure how can we make this a much, much better, more productive breed of cattle for the African farmer.